Joining us are Democratic Congressman Vicente Gonzalez of Texas and Republican Congresswoman Paulina Luna of Florida. Thanks to both of you for being here. You're both on the Congressional El Salvador caucus. You're going to travel to El Salvador next week, the two of you, and meet with President Bukele. Congresswoman Luna, you're the chair of the El Salvador caucus. What do you hope to gain out of your visit next week?
Well, look, first and foremost, this trip has been in the works for many months now. As you know, I recently took over in January, and I can tell you right now, El Salvador has done an incredible thing in South America in regards to leading out the efforts to really, I think, be the beacon of hope of what should happen when you have a country that's impacted by crime and, frankly, cartel violence. As you know, El Salvador was one of the most dangerous countries in South America, and because of Bukele's leadership, he's turned it around 100%. So we're going down there. Obviously, this is not going to be a political propaganda trip. We are paying for it, not on taxpayer dollars, and we are going to be doing it in an effort to shore up our relationship with that incredible country.
Congressman Gonzalez, you're the co-chair of this caucus. Are you planning to meet with any of those deported from the U.S. to El Salvador?
Well, that's not the purpose of the trip. This has been a long-planned trip. We hope to meet with leaders. We hope to visit Secot. We hope to have a frank conversation with President Bukele. I can tell you that I think most people can appreciate what he's done in Central America. He's turned one of the most dangerous countries in the world into the safest country in this hemisphere, and we need to applaud him for that. At the same time, we need to have frank conversations with our friends and with our neighbors and talk about, rule of law, assuring that Americans that are deported from this country have an opportunity of due process and things that I believe the majority of Americans would agree with. But we begin with the premise that we're there and in a friendship basis. We're there to talk honestly with each other and grateful for some of the work that we've been able to do together and hope that we can continue down the path that we've been.
Congresswoman, there were arrangements made between the Trump administration and El Salvador before President Trump's deportation flights of undocumented immigrants, alleged Venezuelan gang members. The U.S. approved $15 million in foreign affairs funding for El Salvador. Sources tell CNN as of late this month, just under $5 million has been sent in the form of a grant to the government of El Salvador. But I wonder, as a member of the legislative branch, are you at all concerned about these kinds of arrangements being made without the input and consent of Congress?
I would actually push back and say that there has been input and consent of Congress. I actually met, and I'm speaking for myself right now, met with Mr. Holman, who's our border czar. And what I can also tell you is that, look, I have been first and foremost a complete hawk in regards to what happens with violent illegals getting deported, because I know firsthand what happens on both sides of the border when these people are coming here and really the impact that it has on our legal immigration system. But that's not just my stance. Remember, Barack Obama actually had the very same stance. And so I think right now, if we are going to have a country in South America that is stabilizing surrounding countries, as you know, the Chinese and communism is alive and well in South America, and we have friends that are willing to take back violent criminals. I think that that's well within our rights, not just as members of Congress, but also too in regards to shoring up foreign relations with friendly countries in South America. And I'd further like to add that in regards to some of these people being deported, we're talking about people that were sex offenders and people that had assaulted children. And frankly, I would have hoped that CNN would not have censored their faces because, as you know, those people are criminals and they should be made publicly aware what they did in regards to hurting children.
Congressman Gonzalez, any final thoughts?
Yeah, clearly, I don't think anyone is opposed to deporting criminals. We just want to make sure they're criminals. They have the right to due process according to the American Constitution. I think that's what we all want. We want rule of law. We want stability in Central America. We want stability in El Salvador. And we hope that he continues down the path that he's gone. Now, I believe that when you start taking in foreign prisoners and incarcerating foreigners, you move into a full different realm of international law and with potential exposure to their administration. So we need to have those conversations and have honest, frank conversations in a meaningful way and as partners as we move forward in this relationship.
Congresswoman Paulina Luna and Congressman Vicente Gonzalez, thank you both. Have a great trip next week. I hope it's fruitful and important and accomplishes what you want.
Thanks.